and welcome to my channel about living in and moving to Denver, Colorado. Today we have a 2023 update of the top 10 neighborhoods to check out if you're moving to the Denver metro area. Let's get started. I'm Katie Martineau, also known as the Real Estate Gal. If this is your first time tuning into my channel, welcome. I cover all things about living in and moving to Denver, Colorado, including events to check out, neighborhoods to take a peek at, things to do with your family. In saying that, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you get notified every time I release a video, which is weekly. And as mentioned, my nickname is Katie the Real Estate Gal. If you need help with buying, selling, or anything in between, I'm your gal. Would be honored to earn your business. So you gotta reach out, call, text, or email. Our team is one of the top relocation teams that are in the Denver metro area. So please use us as a resource. I would love to be an advocate for you in the real estate process. Now, getting into the nitty-gritty of top 10 neighborhoods to check out in the Denver metro area. Number one, we are starting with Rosedale. It is south central. It is near Harvard Gulch, and it also borders South Pearl Street area. It's one of our city's lowest populations with about 3,000 people that live there. And the type of homes that you're gonna be finding there are pop tops, tutors, ranches, bungalows with a median price point of $863,000. There are a lot of things to do within walking distance in this area. Denver Beer Co. gets poppin'. They have an indoor area, but more importantly, they have a really spacious outdoor area with picnic tables, beanbag toss, a little bit of green space as well, and then a super great barbecue joint called Roaming Buffalo Barbecue. If you have done any research on your own for the Denver metro area, you know that Sloans Lake is going to make that top 10 list. So Sloans Lake is located west of I-25, about 10 or so minutes from downtown Denver. It is arguably one of the best places to live in the Denver metro area because of the gorgeous lake that you always know that people are going to be walking around. People are going to be doing yoga in the park. There's a fair amount of walkability and a lot of things to do in Sloans Lake area too. Now, first, the style of homes that you're going to be finding in the Sloans Lake area are tutors, Mediterranean revivals, and contemporary. There are a bunch of new builds and row homes where houses are right next to each other and you're sharing a wall with your neighbor. But you're also going to be finding a ton of rooftop areas. So Sloans Lake is known because of not just the lake, but the gorgeous view of downtown Denver in one direction and then beautiful mountains in the other. There are 8,200 people that reside in the Sloans Lake area, and the median price point for a home is $935,000. Now, other things to do in Sloans Lake besides the actual lake is that Edgewater Public Market has a couple different restaurants such as Syrup. There's a Shake Shack. They do movies in the park. And then of course Edgewater Public Market, which is a collective eatery with different food stalls such as empanadas, tacos, sausages. And then another huge attraction for the Sloans Lake area is Tennyson Street. So Tennyson Street and 29th host a bunch of mom and pop shops. It's within walking distance to a few schools as well as a park and playground. Moving on to number 8 is Wash Park West. So Wash Park is one of the most popular parks that you're going to be finding. I would say it's more popular than Sloans Lake. If you're looking at a Denver map, it is the huge rectangle that is essentially right in the center of downtown Denver metro. So Wash Park or Washington Park West is going to be on the west side and it's going to be bordering South Broadway. The style of homes that you're going to be finding there are Cape Cods, contemporary builds, and Queen Anne's. Now I've done another video that is on Baker. Baker is around this area as well. It's so fun to just drive by the different homes and see the historic Victorian type era homes. The aesthetics are really great and some of the coloring that they use to paint the outside of the houses are really intrinsic as well. There are 7,600 people that reside in Washington Park West and the average price point for a home is $1,050,000. Now things to do in Wash Park West other than Wash Park is going to be the bars and restaurants that are on Broadway. I said South Broadway earlier. Broadway goes north and south through Denver Metro and then continuing south. So that entire strip is filled with bars and restaurants that you can bop around to. And some mentionables would be Punch Bowl Social. There's Irish Rover, which is a really great late night spot. Adrift Tiki Bar has some really cool tiki drinks. They have a old fashioned that is made up of 10 different types of rum. They also had a pop-up bar this last winter that was kind of a Santa theme with eggnog cocktails and cranberry spritzers. And then they decked the entire place out with tinsel and holiday decorations. I also have to give a shout out to 5280 Magazine, which is a super duper helpful resource. If you're interested in reading blog posts and articles, they have a newsletter that you can sign up for, as well as a magazine subscription. Super duper helpful information. And that was one of the resources that gave me this top 10 list. So definitely check out 5280 Magazine. So moving on to number 7 is Congress Park. I would say Congress Park is a little bit tucked away. It makes a triangle with Cheeseman Park or Capitol Hill area, and it's just south of City Park. You're going to be finding a ton of Victorian architecture, bungalows, as well as Queen Anne's. They do have a bike trail throughout Congress Park, as well as it's just 3 miles away from downtown Denver. So in terms of that, you wouldn't necessarily need a car if you don't leave the city too often because of the bus routes, the bike path, and a ton of things within walking distance. There are 11,400 people that reside in Congress Park, and the median price point for a home is $840,000. Now, every corner that you turn, you're probably going to find some sort of local shop that you can support, which I absolutely love supporting local. So you have Lula Rose, which is a general store, and they have craft coffee, as well as Sienna Wine Bar, to name a couple. Number 6 of neighborhoods to check out is University. So University has grown in popularity as well as price point within the last 10 years. And it might be obvious, but the University of Denver campus is located within this area. So whenever there's a campus, there's going to be really great transportation, whether it be bus. The vicinity to the highway is super easy if you're going down to Denver Tech Center, which is south, or going to downtown Denver if you work there. The I-25 corridor runs pretty much right through it. And then with a campus also comes people. So there is about 10,000 people that reside in University, with a median price point for a home is $800,000. You're going to find tree-lined streets, bungalows, craftsman style homes, and apartments. Now, because there's a university, this area, as well as hospitals, are really great areas to look if you are looking for an investment to potentially rent out. You could live in there for a little bit, and then if it doesn't work out, or if you have investment goals, housing near colleges or hospitals is a really great idea. Halfway through, we have number 5, one of my favorites, and I'm doing a vlog tour filming later this week, should be posted next week, for Cherry Creek. Cherry Creek boasts a ton of different styles of homes, such as modern luxury, really nice duplexes and quadplexes, and then your typical traditional ranch style homes as well. There are a lot of condos here, and really a huge mix of different styles of homes with all different price ranges. The median price range for Cherry Creek, because it is a higher luxury style neighborhood, is going to be in the $1.5 million range. There's about 7,000 people that reside in Cherry Creek, and one of the main draws, if you don't live there, is the Cherry Creek Mall, which is an indoor mall. They have a movie theater, tons of designer shopping, really nice restaurants. 801 Chop House is one of my favorites that's attached to the mall. And then there's also the outdoor mall that's just right across the street that has, again, a ton of different designers, local luxury stores, art galleries. They are known for their Cherry Creek Arts Festival, which is a yearly festival held outside. They also have a tree lighting ceremony. So many things to do in Cherry Creek. Even if you just drive the streets streets during the holidays. You can see all of the twinkle lights. And if you're not keen on having families stay at your house when they come and visit, there are a bunch of different luxury hotels that you could put your family up in, such as the Clio Hotel is a brand new hotel. The Jacquard has an amazing rooftop with a pool and a bar. You don't have to be a resident, or I should say hotel guest, in order to go up there. And then a ton of different types of cocktail bars, like Forget Me Not is one of my favorites, as well as Cherry Creek Grill, which is an upscale lunch and dinner spot that has an amazing rotisserie chicken salad. You have to try that. For their happy hour, good luck getting a spot at the bar because that place gets pretty busy. On to number 4, we have West Highland. So this isn't the Highlands that borders I-25. This is a little bit more west. You're going to be finding a lot of craftsman bungalows, some modern scrapes, as well as Victorian homes. There are 9,900 people that reside in West Highlands. And also a thing to note with housing is that ADUs, or accessory dwelling units, are all the rage. The city is rezoning West Highlands so that they can accommodate ADUs. So if you don't know what that is, it can be an attached or detached, essentially tiny home that you can rent out and get income from. Now, I had one client say, I never see a home that has an ADU for sale. It's like, well, of course not. That person that rents out that ADU is probably paying down the mortgage on the main space. So there's no desire for anyone to move that has an ADU. You could also build an ADU, and they're making it a lot easier because they know the price point for the Denver Metro homes is increasing and has increased over the last 5 years. So to make things a little bit more affordable, you can get a secondary income from renting out your primary space. The median price point for West Highland is just under $1 million at $993,000. And this area isn't as trendy as Highlands, which borders that I-25 that has a ton of different bars and restaurants. But you're obviously not far, and you still get some really great neighborhood charm. There's also the Highlands Square, which is very popular because of all the local businesses and workout areas. There's a Core Power Yoga, there's a Taco Tequila Whiskey. Oasis Brewing is a really great brewery if you love different types of brews. And then Fire on the Mountain has won so many awards for their really fun, sometimes esoteric flavor wing sauce that they have. They're known for their chicken wings, and they've won a bunch of awards. So if you're a chicken wing fan, try them out. Let me know. A couple years ago, I was on the hunt for the best chicken wings, and their sauce flavor combinations are one of the best in Denver. All right, we're coming up to the top 3 neighborhoods to check out as of 2023 in the Denver metro area. If you haven't already done so, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. I love sharing the knowledge that I have gained over the years of being a real estate agent. And if you love this content, you gotta hit that subscribe button. Alrighty, number 3 is gonna be Berkeley. So Berkeley is just south of I-70 and it's just west of I-25. You're gonna find a ton of historical charm, modern townhomes and duplexes, Victorian homes. I love the location of Berkeley because if you go to the mountains or to the airport, you are so close to the major roads that will get you there. There are 9,000 people that reside in Berkeley with a median price point of $950,000. You're gonna again be really close to Tennyson Street, which has local pizza stores. There is a local roastery, Huckleberry Roasters, just moved in. It used to be called Allegro Coffee, and they roast their own beans in-house. You can actually see where the vats are behind the glass walls. And there's also a local pizza place and donut shop called Hops and Pie. And the story of how that place was established is really cute. It's actually made from a love story, and it just erupted during COVID, so much so that they bought the place next door so they could have more capacity for seating. Number 2 top neighborhoods is Hilltop. I love Hilltop. I'm part of Volleyball of the Rockies, which is a weekly volleyball organization during the spring and summer months. One of the parks that we get to play at is called Cranmer, which is located right in Hilltop. They are known for this huge sundial sculpture that's in the middle of the park, and the views of the brand new construction homes or the homes that are being updated is just unreal. I can't stop staring at some of these mansion style homes because they are so impressive. There are wide, leafy streets, space to spread out. There are about 8,700 people that live in Hilltop with a median price point of $1.62 million. And then a couple things to do in Hilltop is go to a Pilates class. There is a Fierce 45, or grab a glass of wine at La Conda del Borgo, or maybe some gelato. They always have rotating flavors. All right, we made it to number one, and we kind of already had a little bit of a hint that it was coming, but it's Wash Park is the number one neighborhood to check out. Super highly desirable. So many people flood Wash Park in a good way. There is so much to do at that park as well. You can rollerblade, run, there's basketball courts, there's a huge play structure, playground area for the kiddos, so much open space. I see picnics there all the time. People bring their own volleyball nets. That is the other place that I play for volleyball, the Rockies. It seems like there are hundreds of nets some of the nights that we play. It's 160 acres of park, and there is also a really cool boathouse that you can rent out if you want to host an event. I've planned some weddings there. In my past life, I was an event planner. You could also rent some water activity supplies such as rowboats and trikes. No wonder the median price point for a home there is $1.63 million. You're going to be finding a ton of Victorian brick bungalows, tree-lined streets, and just the aesthetics is outstanding. They have a little bit of parking on the park, but mostly it's going to be street parking. It's a really great place to watch the sunset, get some exercise, go for a walk, and take a little break from city life. All right, there you have it, the top 10 neighborhoods in 2023 in the Denver metro area. As mentioned, I am Katie, the real estate gal. If you have any real estate needs, I would be honored to earn your business. So please reach out with my contact information, whichever method is best for you. And as mentioned, watch out for that Cherry Creek vlog coming later this month.